Miles and Wolf, the strength of the pack. Miles was a brave, 5-year-old boy. He had a very special friend named Wolf, a stuffed wolf with fur as gray as a rain cloud and a tail that never stopped being fluffy. Every night before bed, Miles and Wolf would sit together to read about the great adventures of the wild. One afternoon, they read a book about how wolves live in the forest. Miles learned that wolves are amazing teammates. They live in groups called packs, and they always work together to find food and stay safe. "Look, Shadow," Miles whispered, pointing at a picture. "They don't do it alone. They help each other. That's what a pack does." The next day at school, Miles went to the block corner. His friend Arlo was already there. They wanted to build the tallest tower in the world, but every time they added a new level, the blocks began to wobble. Suddenly, crash! The tower tumbled into a messy pile. Arlo sighed and slumped his shoulders. "It's too hard, Miles. It keeps falling down." Miles thought about Wolf and the wolf pack. "Wait," Miles said, his eyes bright with an idea. "Wolves succeed because they work as a team. If we work like a pack and support each other, we can make it stay up." Miles and Arlo made a plan. Arlo used his steady hands to hold the base blocks firmly in place, while Miles carefully reached up to stack the higher pieces. They talked to each other, moving slowly and precisely. Soon, the tower was taller than both of them. They had succeeded because they worked as a team. On Saturday, Miles went to the park. He saw his friend Talia whizzing past on a brightly colored bicycle. She had no training wheels and rode as fast as a mountain wolf. Miles looked down at his own bike. This was the first time he had taken off his training wheels, and felt a bit nervous. Miles's dad gave him a gentle pat on the wolf and helped him get steady. Miles hopped onto the seat, but his legs felt like jelly. Wolf was tucked safely into the bike's front basket, his ears poking out over the rim. "I don't know if I can do this, Shadow," Miles whispered. The bike felt very wobbly beneath him. Miles took a deep breath and pushed off. He pedaled once, then twice, but the bike tilted too far to the left. Before he could stop it, thump! Miles landed in the soft green grass. He wasn't hurt, but he felt frustrated. He wanted to leave the bike on the ground and go home. Just then, Miles looked at Wolf in the basket. He remembered what his book said about wolves. They never give up when a trail is steep or the snow is deep. They have perseverance. Miles stood up and dusted off his jeans. "A wolf keeps trying," Miles told himself. "I am brave, and I have self-belief." Miles took a giant push and started to pedal. Suddenly, the wobbling stopped. He was balancing all by himself. He felt the cool wind on his face and the strength in his legs as he sped down the path. Miles realized that with teamwork, perseverance, and a little bit of wolf courage, he could conquer any challenge.